You can eat eggs every single morning for breakfast and still fail to lose a single pound. That's not an opinion, it's what happens to millions of people every day. Eggs are constantly praised as the perfect diet food. They're high in protein, low in carbs, and incredibly clean. So why do some people eat eggs for breakfast and drop weight almost effortlessly, while others eat the exact same eggs and stay stuck for months, or even gain weight? Here's the uncomfortable truth you probably haven't heard: the eggs are almost never the problem. The real issue is that most people eat eggs in a way that quietly blocks fat burning before the day even starts. There is a hidden switch inside your body that decides whether your breakfast puts you into fat burning mode or fat storage mode. And most people, without even realizing it, flip that switch the wrong way every single morning. By the end of this video, you'll understand what eggs actually do inside your body, the one huge breakfast mistake that can shut down your fat burning ability for hours, and the simple rule that makes weight loss feel easier instead of harder. Let's start with the biggest myth in all of weight loss. Most people believe that if you eat healthy foods, you will lose weight. It sounds logical, and it makes sense on the surface, but it's also completely wrong. Your body doesn't lose fat based on how healthy a food looks on a plate. It loses fat based on the signals it receives from that food. And the single most powerful signal for fat loss is a hormone called insulin. Think of insulin as a storage hormone. When your insulin levels are high, your body is in storage mode. It's taking energy from your food and storing it away, often as body fat. But when your insulin levels stay low and stable, your body can finally switch into burning mode, tapping into your stored body fat for fuel. This is precisely why eggs matter so much. Eggs barely raise your insulin levels. That's what makes them one of the most powerful breakfast foods for fat loss. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. If you eat eggs with the wrong foods, your insulin spikes anyway. And the moment insulin spikes, fat burning shuts off. It's like hitting an emergency brake on your metabolism. So, the eggs you ate can either help you lose weight, or they can do absolutely nothing at all. It all depends on what's next to them on your plate. This already raises a question. If eggs are so good at keeping insulin low, why do so many people feel no results? The answer is simple: hunger ruins everything. Most people don't fail at weight loss because of a lack of discipline. They fail because they are hungry all day long. Hunger destroys your focus. Hunger leads to mindless snacking. Hunger is what causes that uncontrollable night eating that undoes all your good work. This is where eggs are fundamentally different from other breakfast foods. Eggs contain complete protein, not partial protein, but complete protein. That means your body can actually use it efficiently to build and repair itself. When your body senses it has received enough usable protein, your appetite signals begin to calm down. Those nagging cravings start to quiet down. Snacking suddenly loses its grip on you. That's why a bowl of cereal can leave you feeling starving again in just an hour, but a plate of eggs can keep you full for 4 to 6 hours straight. Not stuffed or bloated, but perfectly satisfied. And there's more. Eggs don't just reduce your hunger. They stabilize your energy. Eggs contain a powerful combination of protein and healthy fat. That combination digests very slowly. So instead of a massive blood sugar spike, followed by a dramatic crash, followed by intense cravings for more sugar, you get steady, reliable fuel for hours. Most people think fat loss means constantly eating less and feeling deprived. The opposite often works much better. What you really want is stable blood sugar, stable energy, and stable hunger. Eggs support all 3 of these pillars for successful fat loss. So, with all these amazing benefits, where does it all go wrong? This brings us to the single biggest mistake that ruins fat loss for millions of people. Before 10 a.m. people eat their healthy eggs, and then they add toast, or a little jam, or a glass of orange juice, or a sweet coffee, or maybe they have pancakes on the side. It feels harmless, it feels completely normal. But inside your body, it is a metabolic disaster. Refined carbs and sugar, like bread, juice, and syrup, spike your blood sugar incredibly fast. In response, your body releases a flood of insulin to deal with all that sugar. And, as we know, the moment insulin rises, fat burning shuts off. So even though you're eating those perfect, protein-rich eggs, your body is still stuck in storage mode. This is why people get frustrated and say, eggs don't work for me. They do work. They're just being completely cancelled out by the other foods on the plate. Now, let's fix it. The best egg breakfast for weight loss has 3 simple, non-negotiable parts. First, the protein anchor. For most adults, 2 to 3 eggs is the perfect amount. 2 eggs is a good light breakfast. 3 eggs is often the ideal sweet spot for fat loss and hunger control. 4 eggs is generally for very active people or those with higher protein needs. This protein base is what will keep your hunger and cravings under control for hours. Second, you need fiber. Think of fiber as your blood sugar brake. Adding vegetables to your eggs slows down digestion even further and helps keep your insulin calm and stable. Spinach, mushrooms, onions, tomatoes, peppers, they all work beautifully. This combination of protein and fiber is what keeps your body in fat-burning mode for much longer. And third, no sugar. This is the big one. No juice, no jam, no sweetened drinks or sugary coffee creamers. Starting your day with sugar is like starting your day with a metabolic crash. It sets you up for a roller coaster of cravings and energy dips all day long. Get this part right, and the rest of your day becomes infinitely easier. But there's another trap that people fall into, even when they get the carbs right. I call it the healthy fat mistake. A lot of people hear that fat is good for you, so they add a lot of it. They load their omelets with extra cheese. They put heavy cream in their coffee. They use butter generously and pour cooking oil like it's water. Here's the truth about fat. Fat is not bad for you. But fat is still energy, a lot of energy. Too much added fat, even healthy fat, will slow down your body's need to burn its own stored fat. The goal is not to drown your eggs in fat, it's to add just enough to stay satisfied. A small amount of olive oil for cooking is fine. A few slices of avocado on the side are great. But that's it. You don't need much more. Now let's talk about portions without ever having to count calories. You don't need a complicated app, you just need to listen to your body's feedback. Here's the simple rule. If you eat breakfast and you re-hungry again in 60 to 90 minutes, your breakfast failed. A proper egg breakfast should keep you satisfied for hours. You shouldn't feel sleepy or bloated, you should just feel satisfied and energized. Most people overeat later in the day simply because their breakfast underdelivered. There is one group of people that needs to be a little more careful. If you have issues like acid reflux, gallbladder problems, or you just feel nauseous after fatty meals, you might need to adjust how your eggs are cooked. Heavy oils and deep frying are often the culprits, not the eggs themselves. Try using less oil, poaching or boiling your eggs, and adding more vegetables to balance the meal. Your body should feel better after eating, not worse. Now, here's where everything connects and why this is so important. Your breakfast controls your entire day. If your breakfast spikes your insulin, cravings will follow you around like a shadow. Those cravings lead to snacking. Snacking leads to overeating at your next meal. And that overeating leads directly to fat storage. But when your breakfast is stable, when it's built on protein and fiber, lunch becomes easier, afternoon cravings quiet down. The urge for night eating starts to reduce. Breakfast isn't just food. It's a signal you send to your body for the next 12 hours. Eggs, when eaten correctly, send the right one. So here's the one rule that ties this entire video together. Eggs don't make you gain weight. The sugar and refined carbs you eat with the eggs are what make you gain weight. Eggs with toast and jam block fat burning. Eggs with spinach and mushrooms support it. Eggs with juice push your body into storage mode. Eggs with fiber create metabolic stability. Fix the pairing, and weight loss finally stops feeling like a constant fight. If eggs are already a part of your breakfast, subscribe now, because in the next video, we're going to break down what actually happens inside your body when you eat eggs every single day, and why one small detail decides whether your progress speeds up or stalls completely. Thanks for watching.